Days fans, it's Friday afternoon, June 3rd. And oh my god, we got a lot to talk about, so we're going to talk this fast the whole time.
That's not going to be fast enough to talk about all the crazy things that are happening. Not just the general news, but what's going on.
In the show.
EJ so much popped his cherry with Taylor, they consummated.
And oh my god, I am now liking Tamara Braun with this role. I cannot believe they changed me in one episode, but they did. First of all,
she finally broke the ice. It's tough.
I've taken Tamara Braun off my anorexia watch list because I've decided she's just one of those women who's freaking really lucky. Because if you look at her arms, they're all toned and everything, and she just is a small, petite frame person. I mean, I'm no doctor, but anyhow, she's just freaking lucky, and I hate her. Okay, so going on.
So EJ, he's a man in love. He told her everything.
And she still loves him, and that's why I fell for the two of them, because she knows everything. She walked in on him about to kill Rafe.
Yeah,
she still had sex with him.
There's finally some chemistry here, whereas before it was based on nothing. But
this is awesome. I'm loving it. We got to see Rafe and Nicole make out. JB was like a little kid at Christmas. He was so excited.
It's my favorite couple that I want that doesn't exist. And, I had just said to Amy, oh god, I wish that would happen. I wish they're the couple that I want the most. And then 10 minutes later, they're snogging in Rafe's apartment.
Snogging. JB spent some time in Britain. But here's my long-term plan.
But Nicole looks so great with him, and Rafe's reaction was priceless.
This is my plan on how they're going to get back together. They are going to sleuth together to save Sammy / bring out the truth about the Damaras. And when they finally get their day where the Damaras and New Rafe and everybody is, imprisoned and they've been vindicated, they're going to hug in jubilation a little too excitedly, and Sammy's going to go off in one of her fits. And then New Rafe's going to be like, freaking what a sweet little brat. Today's the best day of my life. I nailed the Damaras and she can't even be happy for me. And Nicole will be like, I can be. Either that or Nicole could end up with a sociopath New Rafe, but I think I'd rather her with real Rafe.
They call him Faith.
Yeah, that's what Katie Artell calls him. So awesome. What else? Oh, Dario and Melanie, they're having a little bit of a moment, and we got to see Casey Diedrich and Molly Burnett in the same scene.
This is history. These two,
and Molly
these two have never been in a scene together. They have some history.
Daniel must be very, 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 very happy
I felt tense during that scene when they were in the cheating heart.
Yeah.
And they put the camera across, and you could see Chad and Dario in the background. It's like, So Chad could be a contender.
Yeah, that would be, and with Melanie and Abby having this newfound friendship, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Casey Diedrich wrote on Twitter that he can tell it's going to be an abusive relationship, which Molly Burnett seemed to find amusing.
What's going to be an abusive relationship?
If Melanie and Chad got together. They're just giving Molly shit, basically.
So she confronted Dario. Like, do you have feelings for me, or do you just want to be friends? I mean, that chick does not mess around.
That's what I did when JB and I were first dating. I'm like, so are we going to get married or what? Remember, I'm like, are we a couple?
But Dario, he's like, I don't want to show my cards right now. Why are you forcing my hand, girl?
He's like, why don't we make out and I'll let you know. So, don't let your children around Katie R because she's like a crack dealer. I am now hooked on crack cocaine, which comes in the form of Soap Opera Digest.
This is the, what's that, the Devil's Manual or whatever?
Something. Oh my god. And Katie R says there's like 2 other publications that could lure me in even worse. Now, I didn't read everything. There's a page in here that tells more about the Quinn storyline, and I just couldn't bring myself to find out exactly what's going to happen with Chloe.
We'll have to blur that part of the video.
Yeah, don't.
Who didn't make out in the last 2 days?
Oh, I know, everybody got... Like, did we make out?
I'm sure we did.
I hope so.
You want to make out right now?
If we've gone 2 days without making out, that could get us in a stale place.
Nicole, freaking EJ, who? Probably Chloe. Oh, Chloe, you haven't talked about her yet.
Chloe,
we're going all over the place.
Screwed.
You are so screwed. That Quinn guy's gonna
He's gonna
F you
your
over.
your life is over.
Completely.
You are never gonna see Parker again until he's Quinn's age.
He is working with Vivian, as we discovered at the very end of today's show.
Who's
Thursday's
cover your
show.
ears? Cover your ears. Okay, spoiler coming. Brace yourself. Mute the TV, computer. Quinn is Vivian's long lost son. Yep, it's true. Yep,
So
it is.
he's got videos of them having sex, and she took the money, so she's going to be able to hold that over her head, and Chloe's never going to see little Parker again.
Girls, if you haven't learned this already by watching Paris Hilton or anybody else, do not let someone videotape you having
He
sex.
did it secretly.
Well, I always think it's a good idea when you go in the bedroom to just take a quick surveillance check, make sure there's no kind of beeping lights or anything.
What's up with
It's
Gabby?
precautionary.
Is she pregnant or something? I mean, whenever a woman faints on days, whenever a woman faints on days, she's pregnant. Whenever EJ has sex, he impregnates a woman. I mean, he is 100%.
Yeah, Taylor's pregnant right now for sure. He has not had sex since he's been on days without impregnating the person he had sex with.
Even if he's raping them.
Oh,
Did I say that?
God, this was going to be a good episode. Speaking of which, Soap Opera Digest calls the Rafe Faith, New Rafe, Double Rafe, Rafe 2 storyline creepy and unsettling. And I think when they did that storyline, they should have had New Rafe come in and be impotent from a result from the accident, so that he could be the whole Rafe imposter and do everything that EJ wanted without having to add the whole disgusting dynamic of her being raped on a repeated basis.
Well, that marriage would have lasted about 2 weeks. Sammy would have kicked him.
Anywho.
That
So,
little Hernandez out the door.
we got to keep it a good clip here. I had
I
interesting
know.
stuff I was going to say. Oh, I think it's bizarre that... Okay, let's talk about some of the outside of the scenes stuff. So we're losing Crystal Chappelle. That's very, very, very sad.
Yeah, thank you for crashing our servers, Crystal Chappelle.
Yeah, seriously. We are losing Louise Sorrell, Vivian, who I don't understand how they're going to do the storyline of Quinn being her son in this major reveal without her there.
Yeah.
She says her contract's up August 13th, but she doesn't even think they're going to have her shoot until then.
Wow. So they had to decide between keeping Crystal Chappelle and bringing back Jack, and they chose for Jack for the love triangle to tear Jennifer away from Daniel.
So I want to know, there's 6 people that are going to be leaving, characters, actors that are going to be leaving Salem, according to Ken Corday, and 5 or 6 that will be returning. Now we know it's Louise, and we know it's Crystal Chappelle, Carly and Vivian. A lot of people are not going to watch anymore now that Crystal Chappelle's leaving. A lot of them only came to Days because of her. Now, if you... Gift of Amber said that everybody's cheering that they have 5 free hours a week. All the women that came to watch Crystal Chappelle. That's awful.
God.
I can't say that I've never thought about the free time I would have if Days were here. That's awful. It's sacrilege. I didn't say it. Anywho. Who would have to leave before you would no longer watch Days?
Put it in the comment.
Put it in the comment. I'm going to say that I don't think I would ever stop watching Days, but I would be really torn if Molly or Casey left. I would have a hard time enjoying my show without the two of them.
Yeah. I wouldn't want James Scott to leave. I mean, I'd still continue watching it.
Yeah, we're probably going to watch no matter what. Sorry, actors, we're just not that loyal. Sorry.
You know the scenes that I've been enjoying immensely lately are Stefano and James Scott. If
Oh, yeah.
both of those people were to leave the show, it would not be the same. Even if Stefano left, he is one of the best actors out there. I don't know how this guy does it. 82 years old, he is belting it out like just
the
amazing.
scenes between those
He's
two.
so powerful, this guy.
I don't see
an actor.
anything as powerful as those two on like Young the Russells or anything like
When
that.
EJ was like torn about, he's putting on this big face how he's going to go out and kill Rafe, and he's going to take care of it himself, and his dad's like, no, you're not.
Oh, I posted your theory about you let him do it with John Black. I put a video up of the whole John Black shooting by EJ back in 06.
Stefano knows his son. Oh, and I love how Chad's like in the middle of all this. Oh, did I interrupt?
Like he's all like, yeah, my dad's not bad, Abby. He's wonderful. Or, yeah, Abigail, whatever.
They've changed. The Demiras have changed.
But meanwhile, I walk in and my brother's about to go shoot Rafe right in the freaking middle of the pier.
Yeah.
So, other news that's kind of exciting, John and Marlene are coming back.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are very, very happy.
Also crashed our server.
Yeah.
We now have to upgrade our site to fit this kind of crazy news that's coming our way. I will be honest that I am not a huge Marlena fan.
I'm not either, and somebody on Facebook who's very knowledgeable about the show said, what else can you do with them? They have been broken up and put back together so many times. It's just like, it's been done. What are you going to do?
KDR says they might bring back Kristen, and that could definitely juice things up, because John Black and Kristen were hot, I thought. So,
this is EJ's mom?
Yeah. No, she's the same actress that played EJ's mom, but Kristen's not actually
What's EJ's mom's character?
Susan.
Oh, okay.
So I would love to see Eileen Davidson come back as Kristen. I would also love...
From Young and the Restless?
Yeah, but KDR says that's probably not going to happen. They're probably going to scoop up somebody from one of these canceled soaps. But still, I would love to see that, and I would love if Tucker / Patch / Stephen Nichols came back.
Yeah, that's if he doesn't make it out of the coma.
If they want to... Okay, so I want your wish list of the 5 to 6 characters that are coming back from a long time ago. And I don't know if it's nice to ask for your wish list of the 6 to go. That's probably not loving. No. We won't do that. So just tell me the 5 to 6 characters that you... Now take out John and Marlena and Jack, because we already have a pretty good feeling they're coming back. So give me your top 3 people you would like to see come back. And we know they're going to be Hortons. More Hortons are coming back according to this. We want more of the... I thought, did they tell us that? More Hortons are coming our way. So, I guess that kind of spoils it. We know does Jack count as a Horton because he's tied into the Horton family?
Know. He's a Patch. What's Patch's last name? Johnson.
Yeah. All I know is lots of crazy crap happened today. They got me to love Tamara Braun. Now we can actually go to Day of Days because we won't be blacklisted.
I love Tamara Braun.
Yeah.
Taylor 2 rocks.
Taylor turned me in one episode.
Yeah, she had a couple of good scenes. It wasn't just their love scene, but when they reunited on the docks and she was all lovey-dovey.
The second she took the man with a freaking gun under his coat back to her hotel room. I'm like,
yeah.
I love crazy storylines. Like little goody two-shoes who doesn't mind that she's about to have sex with a friggin' assassin. I like that kind of stuff. Kind of like Hope and Bo of olden day, only with a lot more.
So everything... Oh, you know what we didn't talk about is Stefano now knows that that EJ was hiding the fact that Nicole was black, but it wasn't out in the open. You
cannot keep secrets from your parents. Anything that I think that my mom and dad don't know, I'm sure they know.
But I love it when he confronted EJ, like, when were you going to tell me? I can't do his voice.
Oh, yeah. No, it was awesome.
He has such a deep voice.
This was an awesome week. Was this sweeps week? I know we should know that, but it must have been, right?
Yeah, it was off the chart.
Oh, and how's everybody doing in LA today for all these events? A year ago, we were getting ready to do our little recap with Mark Hopka and Molly Burnett and Casey Dietrich and Shelley Hunting. That was
a turning point in our...
That was probably one of my most favorite things we've ever done with DaysTalk.
Yeah.
So,
it was pretty surreal.
I want to know how you all are doing there and who's going to give us some juicy information about what's going down there. And what is the feeling there in LA today with all this news of people coming and going? And I would think it would be a little bit stressful. But, oh my gosh, if Marlena Deidre Hall shows up at Henry's Hat tomorrow like she did last year.
Oh my God. The people were like, oh, Marlena's in the building.
Oh, yeah. It was
She was... clear the way.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was crazy. That Crystal Chappelle, they were on her like white on rice too. Yeah. Yep, that was a fun event.
That was.
We're sorry we're not there this year.
Yeah.
But
I like the Henry's Hat event a lot.
I'm still working on JB for days and tonight. So if you got any kind of stories you'd like to share or any kind of ammunition you can fire my way to send him up there. you let me know. All right, we're coming up on 15 minutes. I know you guys don't want to hear us go on much longer, so we're going to wrap it up. Did we forget anything major?
I'm sure we did.
If we forgot something major, put it in the comments and start your own little conversation.
All right, we better go. The couple that walked his days together.
Stays together.